Woke up this morning to a good friend of mine who's two-spirit telling me that I guess a bunch of white gays hate him. And I said, I get lots of that too. And I actually did just get another message from another person who's a white gay. And, at the end of the day, there's still so much anti-Indigenous bias that even the community will attack because that is what that internalized oppression is. So like when I say on my podcast, if you come from an equity seeking deserving group, that you have to work on internalized oppression, because if you don't, then you end up attacking other people. And I see it all the time in the Indigenous community, but I see that dynamic all across. Now, racist, white privileged folks usually say, well, we're playing oppression dynamics. It's actually not that. It's folks who haven't dealt with their internalized racism, misogyny, whatever it is, and then project it out onto other folks. And conservatives and people who have an anti-Indigenous lens, anti-2S LGBTQ, anti-queer Muslim, whatever it is their hate is for, they don't deal with that. And that's why you're seeing like divisiveness with even the Palestine issue, where, people are anti-Sogi, pro-Sogi, 1, 2, 3. So you have that. But you also just have folks who just hate natives and don't think natives should have a platform, but they never show up for natives. That's the thing. So when people who don't have valid criticisms attack me, I just block them, even if they're from a so-called equity-seeking group. I had this earlier about the issue I want to say it was in Iran. I had this like really wildly like going after me, making so many accounts and attacking me. And of course, I would never report that to the police because this is an equity seeking person who probably has unresolved mental health issues and traumas, just like so many other folks. So I try not to project them. But if you see yourself hating me for whatever reason, ask yourself, is it because she's Native? Is it because so many other reasons that there are to hate me. But honestly, if you hate me, just don't bother. Like, unfollow, block, whatever. Lots of folks do. I trigger a lot of people because of that unresolved trauma. So I'm just going to throw that out there because, I can pray and be in solidarity with you without us having to be besties on all social media. And, I apparently met somebody in real life and they're still trying to expect a ton of free labor from an Indigenous woman who I have a million things to do. And I know who did not show up to my fucking vigil last night. So I'm hoping that people will kind of stop before they go attack people and go, why am I so triggered? What unresolved trauma am I thinking about? And do I really need to attack an Indigenous woman on it? If it was valid criticism, come talk to me. But, if you're just going to waste my time on social media, I have to block you because I just don't have time.